Okay, welcome to this look at this mod block physics. I feel like the water is looking pretty bustling actually, but aside from that anyway, let's just look at some of the, you can see as you throw things, they have this sort of like, they spin around in the air in a way that you actually might when you throw them. If we go to the options menu, you can see we've got this new button called physics settings. So we can do brake particles. So let's take a look at the brake particles. Maybe we'll just go into survival briefly and just have a little look at that. Okay, so I don't know what happened with that block, but you can see this is how blocks break. I guess the reason this broke is, yeah, you can see it's actually going to fall into the water here. So that's pretty cool. There's some interesting stuff with this. Let's have a look. So let's look at this door. So all the blocks, from what I can tell, have got their own sort of crumple effect, which is kind of cool. You can do ragdoll, fractured blood. Let's try fractured blood, I guess. We'll just try it on a sheep here. That's pretty crazy. Let's look at the other option. That's fractured blood. Blocky. Let's do ragdoll as well. Okay. And the next one is... Well, we probably know what fractured looks like. Fractured blood is an extension of that. But we've also got the... let's do blocky. I'll do blocky as well now. That one's cool. That one is cool. And if we look at the actual options for that, okay, so you can. So this just lets you specify each one individually. So that's kind of cool. Block settings, you just get fractures and blocky. Okay, so it's all extent. So mob basically has the whole lot. Block just has a bit less. I guess we should also just look at how like we cut down a tree, for example, how that might look. See, that's got a really cool effect. So it actually does. It is like a tree capitator mod as well. Let's just look at that. Let's look at that in F5. It might look cool. That's pretty awesome, actually. That is pretty awesome. Can be difficult, like for instance with this spruce. I'm trying to get through to the log here because it grew in a funny way. Very difficult to play like that. Let's just do a... Wow. Yeah, it's not very... It looks like it only takes the block which is directly above it. So if you see this, it's going to do like a whole line above it. Yeah. It's kind of basic rules in comparison with a lot of the tree capitator mods. It's not great. And Physics object scale. Should we make that much bigger? Let's do the scale bigger. See what that does. Yeah, and it'd be interesting. I think probably would be interesting is then increase the lifetime of it. Isn't there a lifetime thing? Brake particles on. We didn't check that either. Let's do that on dirt. It's still going, this thing. It's only interesting. It's still going. That's an interesting. Don't do this option then. It looks like. Are you quite finished yet? No, you haven't. You haven't. Well, that's a fun way to completely mess up a server, I would think. You're literally still going. It's because it's keeps on looking for blocks to break. Yeah, there needs to be better menu options. But look at this, it's like bizarre. But anyway, we're going to move to somewhere else though. What was I going to check out there? That was just the block breaking, yeah. It looks normal. It looks normal. Maybe that didn't work. Let's do a much lower scale, and instead we'd increase the lifetime of the block. That's probably more likely what you might want to actually do. Yeah, I think so. That's a lot cleaner, isn't it? Yeah, and then you just have this debris all over the place, which is kind of actually more aesthetically appealing to have it like that. I mean, that probably lifetime is a bit too long, but you get the idea with that. But yeah, pretty cool mod anyway. A lot of cool stuff you can do with that. Let's see if there's anything else I can think of. I can also turn collapse blocks on. Let's try turning that off. I think that is probably the cool effect, right? Or it just doesn't do it. Yeah, so if you do collapse blocks off, that's going to be a lot faster because it literally just does the animation of breaking it. It also looks like it turns off the tree capitator thing as well. But yeah, some cool stuff there, so thanks for watching.